श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरा परम कृष्णा सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम। Hare Krishna. By the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita every day. We finished 23 slokas in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Viswarupa, universal form. So we are understanding, Arjuna is explaining what he is seeing in Krishna's universal form in Viswarupa. So we are able to imagine, we are able to understand how Krishna's universal form looks like from these slokas. So this Bhagavad Gita only is the knowledge which destroys our ignorance. And the confusion is due to ignorance, illusion, confusion, doubts. Everything is due to lack of this knowledge, due to ajnana. Ajnana means ignorance, not having the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Ajnana sambhutam samsayam. Kachiteta shrutam pata tvayekagrena chetasa kachit ajnana sammokha. So ajnana sammokha, ajnana sambhutam samsayam. So all these things are born from ignorance only, ajnana. The doubts and confusion, illusion, everything is because of not having the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Once we get the complete knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita, then our ignorance is completely dispelled. So then, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will be able to act with knowledge. Because our knowledge is covered by Kama and Krodha. Avritam jnanam etena. Jnanino nitya vairina. Avritam. Avritam means covers. So avritam jnanam etena jnanino nitya vairina. So this is our eternal enemy, nitya vairi. What is it? Kama rupena kaunteya duspurena analena cha. Just like fire is covered by smoke, mirror is covered by dust, and the embryo is covered by the womb. Similarly, we are covered by, our knowledge is covered by this Kama and Krodha. Kama, basically the Rajoguna. So that's why Avritam Jnanam Etena. So it covers our real knowledge. Because of that, we don't have the knowledge that we are the soul. And we are very much attached to material sense objects. And because of our attachment to material sense objects, we are forced by the three modes of material nature. We are forced to commit sins. So that means we will be bonded to work. We will be bonded to birth in this material world. Everything because of our attachment to the material sense objects. That's what is very important we need to. What is going to happen with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita? When we gain this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, then we are going to get ourselves attached to Krishna, not to the material sense objects. Then we will do everything for Krishna. Brahmanadaya karmani. So Brahmanadaya karmani, we will do everything for Krishna. Sangam tyaktva karotyagam. So without any attachment. So we will be like a lotus, water on the lotus leaf doesn't fall and also it doesn't touch the lotus leaf. Similarly, Padma Patram Ivambasam. So similarly, like Padma Patram Ivambasa, we will be able to work without any attachment to the results. We will work, but we are not affected by the results. We will do our job, we will do our duty, but we are not affected by the results. So that means we are not bound by the results. When we are not affected by the results, then results are not going to bind us. So that is the way to liberate ourselves from this material bondage, material world. So we need to act. Of course, we need to act. We cannot sit idle. And everyone is forced to act by the three modes of material nature. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tisthati akarma krit. Karyatega avasyaga karma sarvaga prakriti jayat gunai. So in the third chapter, fifth sloka, we studied many times. So not even a single moment one can sit idle. Everyone is forced to act by the three modes of material nature. When we get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we develop attachment to Krishna, then we will forget about the material sense objects. So when we don't remember the material sense objects, so that means we will never ever get attached to material sense objects. When we forget them, when we don't remember them. So at that point of time, we will be freed from bondage to work, bondage to birth in this material world, because we are no longer forced to work. We are no longer forced to commit sins. So that is the effect of knowing this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. The only way we can get attachment to Krishna or faith on Krishna, very strong faith on Krishna. Nobody can change our faith. That is going to come only with the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So when we understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, He is the Purushottama, He is the Parandama, He is the Parambrahma. Like Arjuna said in the 10th chapter, in the 12th and 13th slokas, Arjuna said that Param Brahma Param Dama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Saswatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum Agugustvam Risayagas Sarve Deva Rishir Naradas Tata Asitto Devalo Vyasaga Swayam Chaiva Bravisime. So you are the Param Brahma. You are the Parandama. So you are, Krishna is everything. Krishna is the Supreme. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So if we get this knowledge from Bhagavad Gita, then if we actually do everything only for the satisfaction of Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that is going to happen. Once we get the knowledge, once we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then we are going to use this knowledge and we are going to serve Krishna and we are going to get ourselves attached to Krishna. So that kind of attachment if we get, if we focus everything on Krishna, so then our life is going to be very, very meaningful. We will be freed from the material bondage. So that's what in Bhagavad Gita Krishna is teaching us, that you gain this knowledge, you get this knowledge, and then use this knowledge, and then come to me. Using this knowledge, you come to me. Yajnatva, yajnatva, yajnatva. Many times Krishna said that. Yajnatva, na punar moham. That's what yajnatva, na punar moham. Ajnana sambhutam, jnana tatha ajnana sambhutam, tasmat ajnana sambhutam, jnanasi natmanaga chitvaitam samsayam. So, you destroy the doubts which are born due to ajnana sambhutam, ignorance. So, with the weapon of knowledge, that's why yajnatva, napunar moham. You are not going to get confused again. You are not going to get illusioned again. There is no confusion or no illusion, nothing. Yajna ajnana sammukhaga pranastaste dhananjaya. Kachiteta chrutam pata tvayekagrena chetasa kachit ajnana sammukhaga pranastaste dhananjaya. So at the end, Krishna is asking Arjuna, did you hear Arjuna very attentively? Or your ignorance or your confusion which is born from ignorance is gone? So that way, if we listen to this Bhagavad Gita very attentively, if we understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, like it happened to Arjuna, for us also, all our doubts, ignorance, confusion, everything will be gone. Then we will be able to use this knowledge in our life and do everything in Krishna consciousness, do everything for Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that's what we are getting. So this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is the light. It is going to light up our life. We are all under darkness now. We are all under illusion now. So our buddhi, our intelligence has to pass through the dense forest of illusion. We are in the middle of the forest. And now we have to get out of this forest. We are in the middle of this material world. We are in the middle of this material ocean, material forest. We need to get out of this forest. We need to get out of this ocean. We need to go to Krishna's way. So that's going to happen only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Yadate moha kalilam buddhi vyatitarishyati. So our buddhi, our intelligence has to come out of the dense forest of illusion, moha kalilam. And all these things are possible only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. When we get this knowledge fully, understand it, and follow it in our life, so that means we are marching towards Krishna. We are going to go to Krishna. Because with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we can understand that Krishna is everything. Vasudevam Sarvamiti. Vasudeva is everything. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we can understand. So Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. So that means we will be able to surrender unto Krishna. By knowing that Vasudeva is everything, Krishna is everything, we can surrender unto Krishna. Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prabatyate. So that's what we need to do in our life. We need to get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and understand everything about Krishna and surrender unto Krishna. And then with Krishna's mercy, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we can destroy the darkness of ignorance. We can come out of the three modes of material nature. We can free ourselves from the three modes of material nature. We can achieve peace of mind. We can achieve steady intelligence. Prasantasya samahita. Then we can achieve steady intelligence. Buddhi paryavatistade. So all these things are going to happen with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So controlling our mind, making our mind as our best friend, and having a very sharp, focused, steady intelligence that is known as Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. Vyavasayatmika Buddhi Ekeka Kurunandana. So we are going to get Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, very determined intelligence, very steady intelligence with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We are going to control our mind with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that means we are going to achieve the supreme peace of mind with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That means we are going to lead a very, very happy, blissful life with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, our life is full of joy, full of happiness. There is no need to worry about anything in this world. And none of our actions are going to bind us to this material world. Because we know how to act. We know that yoga karmasu kausalam. Buddhiyukta jahatiha ube sukrita duskrite. Tasmad yogaya yujjasva yoga karmasu kausalam. So, if we act with intelligence, if we act with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, in this life itself, we will become equal to both success and failure. Buddhiyukta jahatiha ube sukrita duskrite. So, in both, good and bad results is not going to affect us. Ube sukrita duskrite. Tasmat yogaya yujjasva yogaha karmasu kausalam. Therefore, we need to do all the activities only as an offering unto Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So when we do like that, when we offer everything unto Krishna, when we surrender unto Krishna, when we are able to plan our life, when we are able to sleep on time, when we are able to sleep enough, when we are able to eat on time, when we are able to control our eat enough. So all these things when we are able to do with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then we can focus our mind on Krishna. We can plan our time. We can schedule our time. We don't have to waste any minute. We don't have to waste any second. So everything should be very nicely, fully utilized to control our mind, conquer our mind and go to Krishna as well. That's what is very important. So all these things are going to be possible with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very important. So if we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then we know what to do. That's what Krishna is teaching us. Krishna came to this world. Krishna came here to give this knowledge to us. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge to us. And we are very fortunate and we are living in such a time that we are able to study this Bhagavad Gita as it is. Srila Prabhupada wrote Bhagavad Gita as it is. And now we are able to study and understand Bhagavad Gita completely the way Krishna taught Arjuna. Everything as it is. There is no confusion. Every sloka, every word, every line is very clear. Very, very clear. We just have to study, understand repeatedly, and then enjoy. This Bhagavad Gita, studying this Bhagavad Gita brings us enjoyment. That's why we are studying every day. That's why we are able to dedicate this time to study Bhagavad Gita. Because when we are studying Bhagavad Gita, when we are reading this, listening to the slokas of Bhagavad Gita, the song of God, it is bringing us so much enjoyment, so much happiness. This Bhagavad Gita is the source of ultimate happiness. So, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are able to study. That's what is very important. So, we need to keep studying, keep progressing, and of course, the very important service we need to do is to spread this message. That's what is very important service. We need to give this message. We need to share this message. We need to make a lot of devotees everywhere. There are so many devotees are waiting to receive this knowledge. We need to just go and identify and give them this knowledge. That's what is very important. So if we are able to do that very successfully, then we will be able to please Krishna very easily. There is a very easy way, and the ultimate way, the best way to please Krishna is to just spread this message. Just preach everyone that Bhagavad Gita is the most confidential knowledge. It can be understood only by devotees. Only the devotees of Krishna can understand. Those who are envious of Krishna can never understand. Idamte na tapaskaya na bhaktaya kadasana nacha asusrusave vachyam nachamam yo abhyasuyate. This knowledge cannot be explained to those who is not a devotee, who is not ready to undergo austerities, who is envious of Krishna. This knowledge cannot be explained. So that way we should know whom we should teach this knowledge. Krishna gives us the intelligence to identify the devotees. There are many, many devotees. So if we just give this knowledge, they will take it very seriously. So that's what we are supposed to do in our life. So that is the only activity, that is the only duty we are supposed to do. All other activities and duties, of course, we do it because Krishna gives us the knowledge, strength, and everything to do other activities to maintain our daily life. That's going to happen. We will be able to do all our daily activities. We will be able to meet all our daily needs, everything without any effort, without any struggle, because everything is coming from Krishna. Everything is supplied by Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything. So that way we should not be worried even a little bit about whether I am going to get my daily bread or not. No need to worry. Whether I am going to get this or that. No need to worry. We just have to surrender unto Krishna, serve Krishna, and study Bhagavad Gita, spread Bhagavad Gita, and give this knowledge to everyone. So this service, if we do it, then we will be able to see wonders in our life. Krishna will do all kinds of miracles. So Krishna will do all kinds of leelas. So he will take care of us very, very well. So that way, we are very fortunate to get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, and we are very fortunate to spread this message of Godhead Krishna, Krishna's message, this Bhagavad Gita. So we need to study and understand everything, and definitely over a period of time, we will make continuous progress. We are making continuous progress. We will make full progress. We will understand the complete Bhagavad Gita. All the 700 verses we will be able to understand by Krishna's mercy, of course. So then we know that we are the soul, we are not this body. That's what is very important. Every day, every moment, each and every minute, we should be able to live in that consciousness that we are the soul, we are not the body. That's what is very important. We should be able to see everyone as the soul. We should not be seeing everyone as the bodies. We should be able to see everyone as the souls. That's what is very important. So the souls have got these bodies, and with these bodies we are doing all kinds of activities, and which are actually can be either binding or liberating. But those who are attached to the material sense objects, the activities will bind us to this world. And those who are attached to Krishna, who are not disturbed by the results of the activities, then all our activities are going to liberate us from this material web. So that way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, by knowing very well what is karma, as Krishna is teaching us, what karma is there. Tatte karma pravaksham, yajnatva mokshase asubha. So I shall explain to you what karma is there. So Krishna is explaining everything. So just by understanding what is karma and doing our duty as an offering unto Krishna, so then our life will be full of bliss. That means we will be able to do our activities in such a way that it is not going to bind us. So that way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, every day we should be able to list down the activities, what we have done or what we are doing, whether those activities were binding us or it's going to bind us. All those things we ourselves can figure it out. We can figure it out. It's not hard with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. If you are disturbed, if you are attached, if you are forced, so that means it is going to bind us. So we should not feel any force. We should not get any disturbance. We should not be attached to the results. So such kind of activities we should be able to do. So even though Arjuna, in the beginning, he was forced to fight in the battlefield, he was not able to fight. And later, when with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when he decided to fight for Krishna, he was able to fight. So as Krishna said Arjuna, that yadahankaram ashritya nayotsya iti manyase vidyaisya vyavasayaste prakritisvam niyokshasi. Due to ahankara, due to false prestige, due to false ego, yadahankaram ashritya, having taken shelter into ahankara, you are thinking that I am not going to fight. Yadahankaram ashritya nayotsya iti manyase. But it is, you are only pretending. Mityaisya vyavasayaste. This is not great determination. You will be fighting. Prakriti swam niyokshasi. So by your Prakriti, you will be engaged, you will be forced to fight. Then Arjuna realized that fact and he understood Bhagavad Gita. Then he decided to fight for Krishna. So at that time, he was not under the control of Prakriti. That means not under the control of the three modes of material nature. So that should be the way of our life also. So that way we need to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita fully. So we are in the 11th chapter. We finished 23 slokas about the Viswarupa. In the sloka number 23, we studied Arjuna told Krishna that Rupam Mahatte Bahuvatra Netram Mahabaho Bahubahu Rupadam Bahudaram Bahudamstra Karalam Drishtva Lokaha Pravyatitas Tataham. So, Rupa Mahati, you are, oh Mahat, oh great Rupa, Viswarupa. I see in your Rupa, in your great, in your Viswarupa, Bahuvaktra Netram, many faces, eyes, and Mahabahu, oh mighty arm, Bahubahu Rupadam. So many arms and thighs and legs, Bahubahu Rupadam, Bahudaram, and many bellies, and Bahudamstra Karalam, and many terrible teeth. So that's what Bahu Damstra Karalam. So like that, Arjuna was able to see all those things. By seeing all these things, all the lokas, all the worlds are perturbed. So am I. I am also perturbed. That's what Arjuna is saying. Now he is continuing in the next sloka. In the sloka number 24, what we are studying. Nabhas prisam deeptam maneka varnam Vyatananam Deepta Vishala Netram Drishtva Pravyatitantaratma Dhritim Navindami Samam Cha Vishnu. Nabhagas Prisam means touching the sky. Nabhaga means sky. Sprisam touching. Nabhagas Prisam means touching the sky. Deeptam Aneka Varnam. So this Aneka Varnam means with different colors. That's what Aneka Varnam, glowing. So you are glowing. Your Viswarupa is glowing with different colors touching the sky. That's what Nabhasprisam Deeptam Aneka Varnam. Vyatananam Deepta Visala Netram. Your mouths are wide open. That's what Vyatananam. Vyatananam Deepta Visala Netram. Your eyes are also, glowing eyes are also opened widely. Visala. Visala means widely. So, your eyes are also opened widely. Visala Netram. Deepta Visala Netram. Distvagitvam Pravyatitantar Atma. By seeing your this form, I am perturbed. I am perturbed in mind. I am out of fear. So that's why Distvagitvam Pravyatitantar Atma. Dhritimna Vindami Samam Cha Vishnu. I am not able to hold this. I am not able to be steady by seeing this. Dhritim. Dhritim means determination, steadiness. Dhritim na Vindami. I am not able to experience dhriti, the steadiness, determination. Samam Cha Vishnu. Also equilibrium. Samam. I am not able to be steady and equal. So equilibrium of mind. So Samam Cha Vishnu. Oh Vishnu. So in this sloka, Arjuna is addressing Krishna, the universal form, as Vishnu. Oh Vishnu, oh all-pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky. Nabhagas Prisam Deeptam Aneka Varnam. So seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky. Vyathananam, that means your gaping mouths, and Deepta Vishala Netram, and your great glowing eyes. Dristvagitvam Pravyatitantar Atma. So seeing all those things, my mind is perturbed by fear. Pravyatitantar Atma. Dhritim na vindami samam cha Vishnu. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. Dhritim na vindami samam cha Vishnu. So that's what Arjuna is saying that. So by seeing Krishna's universal form, Viswarupa, so Arjuna is now not able to stand there, not able to withstand there any longer. So he is feeling very, very like fearful by seeing Krishna's universal form, Viswarupa. So by Krishna's castless mercy, we have successfully finished this sloka number 24 in the 11th chapter today in the Viswarupa. Hare Krishna. I will stop now and we'll discuss if any questions are there. Hare Krishna.